Hello friends, I'm Swagatika. Today in this video we are going to learn about looping statement. In my previous video I taught you what is QBasic and the QBasic statement. So today we are going to learn about what is the basics loops and types of loops. Let's start. So first, looping statement. Looping means where when we want to execute a set of instruction repeatedly, that is called that is called a loop, and the statement inside that loop is called iteration. Another name of loop also we can call as iteration. So each loop consists of its own element which will help in execution of the program. So one element means it like how many times it will execute and what is the start point, what is the end point, all these things you have to mention in a loop. So in the QBasic we are going to learn the loop. What is the first element of the loop is initialization, means we have to declare the starting point. Then we have to write the test expression. Then after executing the test expression, we have to write update the expression, means we have to write the counter element, we have to increment that value, then the body of the loop. So this is the basics of looping statement. So what is the advantage of looping statement? We can reduce the number of instruction or code, number of line, so that the execution will be faster and the memory utilization will be good, means it will not take more memory space. So this is the main advantage of looping. And the types of loops in QBasic are: first we are taking for next loop, then for next with step, nested for next, and while-wend statement, do until statement. And one more loop also I didn't mention here, that is do loop while statement. So let's start our first loop, that is for next loop. So for next loop means the process of repeating a program segment in a simplified control manner. So all the loop it's a simplified. But the for next is the more very easier one. So what is the syntax? First you have to mention the line number, then you have to mention for, and here we will give the control variable, means how what is the initial, we are doing the initialization part. Then one value we have to give here, which is from where the loop will start. Then we have to give the destination value up to with the maximum limit of the loop. Then the number of statement will write here, which instruction we are going to repeat. The last step of the loop is next statement. So the control again it will go back to the for. So once the for is not having next, means that it will show an error because it is not the complete loop structure, loop body. So once next statement is there, the execution will go back to the for loop, and here it will see the control variable condition. When the condition false, it will come out of the loop. So we'll do one program and we'll get to know the first program. Before going to do the for next loop, I'll show one simple program for our loop. Then we'll start our for loop statement. For that, we'll go to our QBasic. And I will show you one simple program and what is the function of a loop will do now. So for a simple one, let's take, I'm writing a program. Already I have done one program. I'll show that one. Then we'll do the for loop. So in this program, I have written, this is my line number 10. I have written print. This is a loop. It will, because it will show how the execution or control is repeating. So the first I'll initialize the control variable. So that means the starting point of my loop. Count I gave here 0, and I am entering two numbers, input A and input B. Two numbers I'm entering. Then I'm adding these two value and I'm storing in another variable, that is C. So and then I'm printing the value C. And then I'm giving the counter variable, I'm increasing one value so that it will became 0 will become 1. So like that, when it will become 1 plus 1 2 3 4, and last one, that is I'm giving a condition here. If the count value is less than equal to 2, then go to line number 30, and if this condition fail, then go to line number 100. So we'll execute this one and we'll see. So I'll run. So what I'll do, it's asking me to enter two value. Let's take, I'll enter the first value as 30 and second value 40. So according to our condition, it should show to add these two value. See, so now the value is 30 plus 40 is 70. Again it is asking me two value because the condition not it false. 30. So again it is asking me 40 and 50, 90. So now this condition, it's taking more than 3 times. So when it is become more 3, the counter value for 0 1 2 3, so 3 times it gave me the result. When it becomes more than 2, the condition failed. That's why go to line number 100, it stop the program. So this is the simple program of loop. So in this way, the particular statement or line of code is repeating until the condition fails. And there should be one initial value and one final value will be there. Final value is this one we are given here condition. So so always loop will be, so this many statement or line of code without writing 3 times, where we can give the, we can write the output, but we can repeat the number of statement without writing again 3 times, only because of the loop. So we'll do the for loop now. I think you hope I think you understood what is a loop. So now we'll see a for loop statement. So I'm starting a new window. So for loop, let's take, we'll find a sum or square of a numbers up to 20 or up to 100, up to 50, what you want. According to you can give. First I'll write line number. CLS, it's mandatory because I should not see my the output of previous program. It will get confused. That's why every time you have to write CLS, it's used for clearing the screen. So now line number 20, I'll write my print statement, and here I'm giving a small string so that it will describe our program, what is the program all about. Square of numbers up to 20, and I'll close my inverted comma. So my print statement over. Now I'll write line number 30 and I'll write here for statement. The loop I'll start now. For, as I told you, the for loop is syntax is, what is the syntax for loop? For, then control variable equal to initial value, I have to give an initial value, then the final destination. So now I'll write this one, and here I'll write for, I'll give my initial value or counter variable counters, count count I gave, and here I have to give, I have to initialize the value 1 to 20. So it's automatically converting into capital letter because it's a this is a IDE. Now we'll enter what value we are entering. It should give the result square of that particular number. So for that I'll take one variable n, which will take the value of count and it will make it square. COUNT count this value into same value 2 times. It should multiply, so that we'll get, and then finally nothing will print the value. So print, and I'll write a string, supporting string, so that our program will be clear. The square of the numbers. Then after that I'll close my inverted comma, and I'll separate with a semicolon, and I'll write here count, and that value it will print, and then after that I'll print the square of that number. Then finally I'll write my end of my loop statement, that is line number 60 I'll write, and end of the statement means next statement I'll write, and where it should go to for statement directly. And then I'll write line number 70 end. So let's run the program. So find the square of number 1 is 1, 2 is 4, 3 is 9, it's given, but it's little we can make it changes here, count, and here I'll write one equal to symbol so that it will look nice. Okay, and here I'll give one separator comma, and here square of that value equal to this much, and it will see, yeah, the square of 1 is 1, square of 2 is 4, 3 is 9, so like that up to 20 to 8 swing. So the program is like this. Find the number of square up to 20. For statement, for loop and count, we are given one initial value count is 1 and the final destination up to 20, and we are finding the square of the value, and we are storing in a variable that is called n, and finally we are printing the value n, square of the number n equal to, and equal to symbol is only a string, and it will print the value of n. Okay, so now one more program will do in for loop, so that you'll get to know properly. File, new, and here we are going to print a table. Let's take any table value will enter, and it will print the value of that particular table. Line number 10, and I'll write here CLS. Line number 20, I'll enter the value which table you want to print. So here I'll write a print statement, print enter the number which table you want to print. Then line number 30, I'll write the input statement, input that value, let's take one variable I have taken input n. Line number 40, I'll write print statement, here the table of, it's a string, and I'll separate table of n which value you have entered each, n, and here I'll write a semicolon. Here inside this I'll write is. Okay, then in line number 50 I have written here again, just I am to decorate it here. In order to make it separate, I'll write a dot dot, nothing, only print statement. Line number 60, here I'll write my for loop. For and count one variable I have taken, and it should print from 1 to 10, because in a table it's starting from 1 to 10. We are multiplying 1 to 10, like 2 table, 2 1 ja, 2 2 2 ja, 2 3 ja, like that up to 10. That's why 1 to 10. In line number 70 I'll write print. I'll write the print that value. First I'll write that value, which table you want to write. I'll separate it. Then I'll write a multiplication symbol, so that it will look like that we are multiplying, and I'll give one space here. After this we'll separate with a semicolon. Then we'll write that counter value. That means that number, let's take I entered 12 table, 12 into 1, so count value is starting from 1. That's why I've written here count, and I'll separate with a semicolon. Again I want to write with a equal to symbol. That's because 12 into 1 equal to 12, so it will print a equal to symbol. And then I'll write here n into count. So here we are writing n value, and we are multiplying that n into n value into count, so that it will show the result after product. In line number 80 we'll write our end of our loop, that is next, and here I'll write count. It is going to count variable, that's why next count. And then line number 90 I'll write my end statement. So in this loop, first we have given here we'll input a number, and that number which table you want to print. Then it's only simple print statement, and then the loop will start here 1 to 10. That's why if we are entering 12, 12 1 ja 12, 12, how it is 12, because 1 into 12, 12 2 ja 12 into 2, so like that it should show the result. So let's run and we'll do execute. Let's take I want to enter a table of 10, 10 1 ja 10, 10 2 ja 20, so like that. So if you want to print another table, let's take 45, 45 1 ja 45, 45 2 ja 90, so like that any number you enter, it will print like that. I hope you understood what is for next loop. Now we'll see what is for next with step this loop. So in this statement, the increment value of the control variable by 1, and we can increment or decrement the value by using step. So in for loop only we are increasing the value, but in this case by using step statement we can decrease the value. It should be the step statement rules can carry a positive value or a negative value. But if the syntax for, then we will write a control variable and then equal initial value, like first for next, then to final value. Only one more modification here, we are giving a step statement. So we'll execute one program. We'll write a program to uh, print the odd number. Okay, so for that we'll open our editor. We'll write a new statement. So here in line number 10 CLS, line number 20, we'll write let's take for writing a even number. So even number means we are adding 2 to 2. So and the starting value will be 0, 0 plus 2, 2, 2 plus 2, 4, like that it will show. So first I'll write a print statement. Print write write uh, write the number, write the even number between 0 to 40. And line number 30, and here we'll write our for loop for, and I'll write a counter variable, count equal to, I'll give my starting point 0 to 40, and here I'll give my step statement. And step statement means I'm giving here 2 because it will increase 2 value so that I can get my even numbers. So here I'll write my print statement. What I am going to print? I am going to print my count value. So count will be increased, so I can print my count value, line number 50, and I'll end my for statement. So next count, and then line number 60, I'll end my statement. So let's see how it is working. First it will counter variable 0, and this is the only print statement. Nothing, only string it will print. Then here count 0, and starting from 0, step 2. So 0 plus 2, it will add 2 value. So 2, then 3, then 4, then 5 until 40. So we'll see now. Run. See all the even number it is printing. And if you want the odd number, you can start the value here 1, or you can give here 3, step 3, you can give us 3. So run. No, step 3 don't work, so you can start the value from 1. So it will show all the odd numbers. One more program you can do. So it's like it will print the number between 5 to 25 in increasing order we can do, or in a decreasing order also we can do. So let's say both will see in ascending and descending order. Line number 10 CLS, line number 20 print, only simple print statement. Write the number in ascending order and descending order. Okay, so line number 30. Okay, descending order, and here I'll write my for statement. for n value, one value I'll take which we are going to print n value. First ascending order I'll start from 0, n equal to 0 to 30, n equal 0 to 30, and here I'll write step 5. I'll increase every 5. Then line number 40 I'll print n. Line number 50 I'll write here next n. 60 end. So now we'll see the value. It will print the number from 0 to 30 with increase, with the addition of 5 to each number. So now see 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 in ascending order. If you want to print in descending order, only we'll change the number here. Instead of 0, we'll give the higher limit here, and here we'll give the lower limit, and the step value will give us, instead of 5 we'll give -5 to decrease 5. So from descending to ascending order it's shown. So the for next statement is, first we'll write the for statement, then counter variable initial to final, and one step. Steps can be positive or negative numbers. So next loop is our nested for next. That means nested means this type of loop statement will be present inside another loop statement. So the first loop is called as outer loop, and the loop inside is called as inner loop. And the execution will be means that the control will be inside the inner loop. Once the inner loop execution over, it will come out to the outer loop. And we can define maximum 9 loop inside a loop, and we should have given different control variable name for each loop. Otherwise it will show error message and it will get confused which counter variable we are calling. And the execution, what I said, first inner loop will execute, then after that the counter or control will go to the outer loop. So let's do one program and we'll get to know. Open a new editor. Okay, so here we are going to print a table, any table we are going to print by using this statement. Before I shown you to print a table by using for next loop, but here we'll use nested for loop by using 2 loops. So line number 10 I'll write CLS. Line number 20 I'll write print a print statement, print a table. Okay, line number 30, and I'll write my outer loop for, and I'll give a counter variable n value equal to 20. Let's take, I want to print a table of 20 or 12 to 13 table. So let's take, I'll give my counter variable 12 to 13, and here I'll write my step. Step 1, line number 40, because it will increase one value, first 12, then it will print 13, or if you want you can give one more value like 14. And line number 14, inside this is the outer loop, and inner loop I'll write here for m another variable equal to, and here it will, a first loop will show the table, which table, and inside the loop it will show the value from 1 to 10, because it should print 1 to 10, right? So m equal to 1 to 10. Then after that I will write my print statement here, print, and here I'll write first, we have to print the table name, which table we want to print, that's why n, and here I'll separate with semicolon, and here we'll write a multiplication symbol so that it will show that we are printing, we are multiplying, and I will separate with a semicolon, and then we'll write the value of inner loop, means first 1, 12 1 ja 12, 12 2 ja 12, 12 2 ja 24, like that. So I'll write here n, again I'll separate it, and here I will write a equal to symbol so that it will show that equal to what is the product of that number. So here we'll write I value, sorry, n value into m value, that's it. And here we'll write our next statement for inner loop, next, and inner loop first will complete, then we'll write a line number 70 print statement, then line number 80 write the next statement for outer loop n, and then finally on line number 90 we'll write our end statement. That's it. Run the program. See, first 13, it's showing 13 table and 14 table. I can this ID is not expanding, that's why 12 table is not showing. This is called inner loop, outer loop. Without this one also you can print the table, but in the, that one different I show you by using for next. But here the execution will be inside up to the value 10 reach. So 12 table, it will print all the whole 12 table. Then once the value become more than 10, that is 11, it is going out of the loop and it is going to outer loop. Again the outer loop will increase the step by 1, so 13. So now it will come, so 13 table up to 10 it will print. Now the control will go back once it become 11. Again it will go to 14. So step 1, again 14 it will come down. So 14 table, 14 1 ja, 14 2 ja, up to 14 10. So when it will reach 11, it will come out of the loop. Again it will go there. But now this condition also false. So it will come out of this next and it will end on the step. So this is called nested for. I hope you understood what is nested for. Next we will go to while-when statement. In while-when statement, the execution or the state of execution will be repeated until the condition remains true, and we can use while-when statement. When the condition is true, this type of loop we can execute and it will continuously repeat the same set of instruction. So let's do one program. So in while-when statement, let's take the same, we want to print a number from any number from 0 to 20 or 0 to 30. So we'll give a condition here, line number 10, write CLS, line number 20, we'll give a initial value and we'll check the condition up to that. So x, let's take one value n equal to 1. And okay, before that we'll do one thing, write a print statement to be better. Print the the number from 1 to 30. Line number 30 will assign the value n equal to 1. Line number 40 will write, and here we'll write our loop. It is the while n value is less than equal to, what is our maximum limit? 30. Here we have given 30, right? So n value less than 30, then line number 40 print n. Each time it will check the value and it will print the value of n. And here, here I gave same number, that's why it's showing error. Line number should be different. Line number 60, and write will increase the value. Here in this, what is the syntax I showed you here? I show you here. First condition, then statement, then when means increment of the loop. That's why here we'll write will increase the value of n equal to n plus 1. Then line number 70 will write our when statement, because the controller will go back to the while loop. And last final is our end statement. So last one is our end statement. So here first we gave here one print statement. It will print the number from 1 to 30, and n value we assign limit as 1, and it should print the value 1 to 30. So first we gave the loop, while n value means 1 is less than equal to 30, print 1. Then increase the value of 1, n value by 1. So n became 1 now. 1 less than 30, correct. So when increase the value, n became 2. 2 less than 30, then print 2. Then after that n value 3. 3 less than 30, correct. So when the n value increase the value up to 30, means when the n value became 30, 30 less than 30, false. That time it will come out of the loop. Up to that, every time the value of n increase, the when statement will take the control back to while statement. So let's run the program. See. So it's print 1 to 29. 30 is missing because it can't print the value 30. The condition becoming false. The condition becoming false. If you want, you can print the less number also. Let's take, I want to print the number from 1 to 10, and here only I have to give the condition 10. So now see, so 1 to 9. So depends on your condition and your number, you can give any number. So next loop is our do until statement. In do until statement, the execution will be repeated when the condition is false. So in do until statement is the opposite of while-when statement. Here the condition is true, here the condition will be false, and the condition became true, the statement will go to the next statement after the loop statement. So when the condition became false, when the condition became true, the control will directly jump out of the loop, and it will execute the statement after the loop statement. So let's do one program and we will get to know. So here let's do the same program. We'll do the same program first. It will print a number from 1 to 20. Print the number from 1 to 10. line number 30, and here we'll assign the value n equal to 1 or 9 to 10, or it's okay 1. Then line number 40, and here we'll give a do until a loop will write here till n value is less than 10. Line number 50 will print the value of n. Print n. And here we'll increase the value of n by 1. If you want, you can increase the value, counter value by 2, depends on your logic. Here I'll write my loop statement, and line number 80 end. To give a condition which will be not satisfied. So n value is 1, that's why I will give value, it should not be less than, because always 1 will be less than 10. So I'll give a greater than. So condition which false, but still it will execute. See. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this case up to 9 it should is greater than 10 is given, but why it is printing 1 to 10, I will show you now. See, 1 to 10 it is showing, right? Why? Because in do until statement, if the condition is false, it will execute inside the loop. But once the condition became true, that means why the result here, see, it one time will execute, it's showing 1 to 10, right? But according to the logic, it should not be print up to 10, because in do until statement is different from a while-when statement, because while-when statement the condition is true, that time it will print or execute. But in do until statement, when the condition is false, it will execute the loop. The loop will go back to the do until statement, and it will repeat up to the condition became true. So when the condition is true, that means n value is 1 now. 1 is less than 10. Now n value increase by 1. So like that it will print up to 9. So 9 is greater than equal to 10. That is false. Again it will print. But when the n value became 10, that means 10 is greater than 10 is false. This condition is 10 is greater than equal to 10. This condition also false, right? So it will come here and it will print 10. Now the n value became 11. After that n value counter value became 1. 10 plus 1 11. 11 is greater than equal to what? So after that the n value became 11. 11 is greater than equal to 11 is greater than 10. That is false. That's why the execution will come out of the loop, and it will go to the end statement. That's why it is printing after 10. Now we'll see the next loop, that is our do loop while statement. Here this type execute the instruction only once if you want to repeat the statement if the condition is true. So do first, the syntax is do, then statement, then loop while condition. So let's do one program. Line number 10, line number 20. Here we are going to print So in this loop, I told you it will, if the condition is for true or false, it will print at least one time. Is true. If the condition is true, it will print at least one time. So let's do one program here. So if the condition is true, it will print at least one time. So here x value or n value will take n equal to, let's take 10. I have given 30. Here I'll write my loop starting point do line number 40. I'll print the value of n line number 50. Here I'll increment the value of n by 1. It's the loop body. Line number 60. I'll write the loop first do, then condition, the loop, then statement, then condition. That's a loop while n value is 10, right? So here we'll give one condition which will be false, so that it can print the value at least one time. N greater than equal to 12. Then line number 70 end. So this is the program. First we initialize the value 10, and then we have written do statement and we'll print the value. This is the condition inside the do value, do and while statement. So it will print at least one time, then it will increase the value of n by 1, and then again it will check here, and when if the condition is false, it will come out of the loop and it will print. So according to this, it should print 10 at least. So it printed 10 here, because if the condition false also, it will print at least one time. And if you are given the condition as true for every time, so it will print 10, 11 and 10 and 11. Yeah. And if you are given here equal to, so 10, 11 and 12, it will print. So this is called a do until statement. If the condition is false in the first time also, it will print at least one time, because we are given after do, print, then check the condition. That's why at least one time it will print. This the condition is false, so it will print at least one time. Yeah. I hope you understood what is looping statement and types of loops. If you liked my video, please subscribe to my channel, and you can visit to my website www.mowboy.com. Thank you.